Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer and welcome to my daily silver stacking video. Thank you for tuning in. And guess what? Each and every one of you are insane. I can't believe you guys. We just announced the winner to my 47K giveaway. Well, the winners of my 47K silver giveaway like 3 days ago. And we're already about to do the 48K giveaway, right? I'm just shipping out the prizes to the winners of my last giveaway, and now I'm about to be giving away some more silver, right? At this rate, I'm going to run out of silver pretty soon. I mean, 2 winners per giveaway. We gave away $1,000 worth of silver to 6 different people for my 40K. 50K giveaway is going to be even bigger. Like, holy crap, a lot of silver is going to be given out to a lot of different stackers. Make sure you're subscribed, click the bell so you don't miss any of these entry videos. And trust me, you don't want to miss them, especially the 50K. I mean, big prizes, and that's because I love you all. Now, silver. Silver is such an interesting type of investment. I love it though. Don't you? A lot of people couldn't handle it. They don't have patience. They don't understand, or they don't want to understand or believe the state of the dollar. They want to trust banks and governments. They can't, their brain cannot fathom the fact that their own government is corrupt, that the financial system is actually corrupt, that America's actually broke. They can't believe that. They don't want to. They want to believe the news. If that was a reality to them, they would probably break down and have a crisis, a midlife crisis, or a late life crisis, or an early life crisis. And I get it. But I'm here to expose the truth, folks. I just made a video yesterday talking about how silver stackers are silenced, right? The government doesn't want us to expose the truth. They don't want us to know about the state of the dollar. They don't want the average person, the average American to know. And do you think they want us shouting out and telling everyone, exposing the truth? No. Silver stackers are never going to have mainstream attention. The Hunt brothers did that once and shot silver up to $50 by cornering the market. The government came in and banned silver and collapsed the price back down to $14. Wall Street silver, they pushed silver up to $30, and everyone tried to put the icing on the cake from what they did and saying that they failed, when that was not a failure whatsoever. In 3 days, they pushed the price of silver up to $30, which was the highest price we've seen in over a decade, and everyone's saying that they failed. That is not a failure to me, folks. But the point is that silver, the market is changing. How you used to invest is dramatically different than how you invest today, and how you invest tomorrow is going to be dramatically different than how you invest today. So we have to learn how to adjust and adapt and use every situation, good or bad, to our advantage. That's what investors do. We make strategic decisions based off information, and we learn how to play the field with every situation that happens, taking opportunity from it. Right? Gamblers just throw money, hope it sticks. With the odds against them, we have the odds in our favor, especially with something like silver. Yes, it's riskier. They call it the devil's metal. They call it gold's little brother, right? Lots of different names to try to downplay silver, to downsize silver. And it's okay. It's okay. They're going to try to throw trillions of dollars out to boost, to inflate stocks and things that are pegged to the dollar, and throw trillions of dollars out to try to suppress the prices of silver. And that's okay. But over the last, several years, silver always comes out on top. I actually made a video about that the other day. And it's funny to see how much money they try to throw into the dollar and how much they try to stop silver, and how silver still somehow, some way, always comes out on top. Silver stackers always get the last laugh. But what am I talking about in this video? This is one of those videos that makes you think. And it has to. Because if you don't think, and if you don't try to really prepare for this, then you're setting yourself up for failure. And I'm talking about even a silver stacker, not just people that don't buy silver. Because silver markets are changing. Speculation, that S word that I hate, is overpowering the markets, right? Even if before or after the FOMC claims to make a statement about interest rates, just how people are assuming the response is going to be changes the markets, doesn't go off pure fundamentals like it used to. But then we have premiums. We have a silver shortage. We have scarcity on our hands. So these coins, these standard bullion coins like Eagles, have these $10, $15 premium gaps. So American Eagles are no longer just a standard bullion coin. They're called high premium silver. High premium silver. So I would recommend, if you're a beginner, to go the generic route. Buy the Sunshine Mint bars, buy the, or the Sunshine Mint rounds. Buy anything as close to spot price as possible. You have to, because the markets are changing. But to take things a step further, the markets are changing apart from gold as well. If you look at a chart of silver and gold, the prices are almost exact. They mirror each other, except for like in 2011, in March 2020, when silver was $11, 1980, instances like that. Silver is definitely, apart from gold, usually for the worse, and that's because, or for the better, I guess, in 1980 and 2011, but for the worse in 2020, March, when the gold to silver ratio was 125 to 1. But besides that, the prices almost always mirror each other. And it's interesting that the prices are so directly correlated when they're used for two completely different things. And I mean completely different. Gold is used for necklaces, jewelry, earrings, watches. Most of gold, right? 80% of gold is used for those things. Silver, I'd say maybe 15% is used for the 80% of what gold's used for. And the majority of silver is used for electronics and the industrial sector and solar panels and electric vehicles. So why is the price so close when they are basically opposite types of assets? And why is gold so much more valuable when silver has so much more meaning? Why silver is so much more important than gold? So, back in the day, they actually saw silver as more valuable than gold. They actually saw silver was more valuable than gold. And then it was 1-to-1. And that was when they thought silver was magical because it could purify water. But then the ratio from biblical days was 2.5 parts silver equals 1 part gold. So then gold was 2.5 times more valuable than silver. And then we got into the 8-to-1 ratio because that's what it comes out of the ground. Then the 16-to-1 ratio. And then we got to 1930, FDR gets in office, changes it from 16-to-1 to 75-to-1. 75-to-1. And then we see 1934 when the Gold Confiscation Act, the Executive Order 6102, that forces every individual to turn in all their gold or face a punishable crime of 10 years in prison, or I forget what the amount of dollars was. It was insane though. It was like close to like $200,000 in today's terms. So they banned, they essentially say it's illegal to own gold because they need it all. And that was right after they devalued silver. So you can see how times are changing and you can see the severity. But there is something, since history does repeat itself, that could happen. And what is that, Silver Slayer? Silver rule number 7. Now, what is silver rule number 7? Silver rule number 7 is when in 1980 the Hunt brothers pushed the market up to $50. The government banned silver. They banned it on the COMEX. You could not buy silver anywhere. It was illegal to buy silver. It was called Silver Rule number 7. They made that law up on the spot to shut the Hunt brothers down because they owned 77% of the global silver production, or like global silver supply. And yes, you heard me correct. 77% of the global silver supply was owned by the Hunt brothers. The government didn't like that, so they banned silver, which meant the Hunt brothers couldn't buy anymore to inflate the price or push the price up. And plus, with that act, everyone got scared and panic sold. And you see what happened. Silver got pushed back down to $14. And on that day in March, It was called Silver Thursday when the markets collapsed over 50%. So how couldn't that happen again? That was because there was a silver shortage. They only had enough silver, physical silver, to cover 1 month on the COMEX, which was the October futures month. They only had enough silver to cover 1 month, like 100,000 ounces. 1 month. Don't you see where I'm getting to? The same situation is happening now, folks. Same type of situation. Silver scarcity. Wall Street silver cornering the market. Not having enough silver. The COMEX already rejected a physical delivery. They rejected. They denied someone trying to turn in a physical delivery from their contract on the COMEX. And now you see where things could lead to. But I'm not only talking about that. Yes, markets are changing. Yes, things could happen. Yes, gold and silver are different. Yes, we know all that. But what about silver taking on a new life of its own? What if no matter what the dollar index does, silver rises or falls? What if no matter what stock market volatility does, silver can go off on its own? Because the dollar index directly influences and affects the price of silver, stock market volatility, all these different things. But what if silver went about its own way regardless of gold? The gold to silver ratio was essentially non-existent, and for obvious reasons. What would that mean? What would that take? Is it happening? I think it is. You want to know why? Because do you see these huge premiums on gold? No, because gold isn't scarce like silver is. I made a video covering the below ground supply silver versus the above ground supply versus global production. And by 2030, not 2031, not 2029, by the year 2030, we will run out of silver. By 2030. Gold, it's a couple of decades later. I think 2040, 2050, something around those lines. I think 2050 it was. But regardless, we are close to running out of silver. And over the next decades, when we need the most silver, we're talking about the Green New Deal, where by 2030, every car company is going to be an electric vehicle. But that's when we're supposed to be running out of silver. So what do you think they're going to do? What do you think the government's going to do when they don't have enough silver? And you best know there's the new Tesla's still going to come out. The new iPhone's still going to come out. So what are they going to do to ensure that they get all that silver, that they have enough? They're going to take it from us. Producers turn into consumers. The consumers turn into the producers. The people like you and I that want the silver have to give it to the ones that need it, but we get to set the price. That's where $500 silver comes in. That's where $1,000 silver comes in, because they are willing to pay any price. If they're willing to pay, $2,000 for an ounce of gold, which is useless essentially for their needs, then what do you think they're going to pay for silver, which is much more essential? Interesting stuff. Love to hear what you think about this. Yes, it's a very controversial, very opinionated type of subject or topic. So if you want to, or if you disagree, at least say in a respectful manner. This is all theorizing. This is all assumption. This is all guesstimation. You don't have to throw your 2 cents out there without, in a disrespectful way. I'm just sharing the facts of what's happened and how this could possibly, potentially, theoretically affect the future. There is one thing for sure, though. Silver's scarce, and I could only see the price going up from here. With that said, I'm going to wrap this video up here. If you thought this video was educational, informational, at least entertaining, make sure to smash the like button. I post daily videos. Make sure you tune in because you don't want to miss my 48K giveaway. Thanks for tuning in. This is Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.